Hi everyone, I'm Carlo from Downtown Music, and after 30 years of collecting beautiful guitars and selling beautiful guitars, I thought I'd share a few of them with you. Probably one of the nicest guitars I've sold in the last 30 years is this particular guitar here. This guitar is a 1964 Sonic Blue L-Series Stratocaster. It's in absolutely mint condition. I would probably classify this as about a 9.5 out of 10. It's the nicest one I've ever sold. Recently I've actually seen this guitar photographed in Norm's Rare Guitar book on page 57 and found out that it was once owned by Richie Sambora as well. Absolutely beautiful guitar. Let me just run you through some of the other guitars that we have in stock, and if you're ever looking for a vintage guitar, I'm definitely the man to call. Why not start with the first of the first ever made? And this is a 1954 Stratocaster. Absolutely beautiful condition. We have all the Bakelite parts on it. A little bit of neck wear, but for 1954, that's actually very, very nice condition. Moving right along. Just moving along the back wall, we have a 1960 reissue in TV yellow. We have a 1957 gold top Les Paul. Here we actually have a pretty rare 1958 reissue custom shop. As you can see, we do have quite a big range of left-handed guitars. Here's a Pride and Joy. This is probably late 90s. It's a 58 reissue with a beautiful flame. As I've been collecting guitars for many years, this is the 2550 anniversary Les Paul. Being 25 years of Les Pauls being made and 50 years of Les Paul being in the music industry. This guitar has the Super 400 block inlays, which are the split inlays, a very ornate headstock marking the 25th. Here is a Black Beauty Les Paul. It's the 20th anniversary model, being the made in 1974, being a custom. It's the reissue of the first 1954 custom made by Les Paul. Keeping in mind that the Les Paul was originally manufactured in 1952, but the custom actually came out in 1954. And this is the reissue of that custom. The reissue of the custom, and it's got the Alnico pickups with the staples at the front and the P90 in the back. This is a reissue, being a 54 reissue, as you can tell by the serial number, being a 4 at the beginning. This guitar here being one of probably the most desirable. It's a 1960s TV yellow special. It's got the two P90s, all original condition, probably an 8.5, 9 out of 10. Very desirable. We have people coming from all over the world to see this sort of guitar. On one of my custom shop trips to America, to the LA Custom Shop in Nashville, I managed to pick this guitar up about 96, so this guitar is about 13 years old. As I walked into the custom shop, this was the first guitar that took my eye, and as you can see why, it's probably one of the most beautiful Les Pauls I've ever seen. And adding to it, it's got the F-holes in it, which I have never seen another one in the country other than a friend of mine called Vince Lombardo, who was my guitar teacher, who's got one. This is a beautiful guitar, very limited edition. Once again, don't know if I want to sell it, but give me a call and we can talk. Here's a beautiful 1960 Les Paul Standard. As you can see, we have this one has a beautiful maple flame on it. I go out of my way to find the prettiest Les Pauls. And as you can see, this is absolutely beautiful for a regular standard. If you like that standard, but you want something that's a little bit of a limited edition, here we go. The famous UK guitarist Gary Moore, this is his signature series. And I'm forever chasing signature series of all the different Les Pauls made. So if you're after a special limited edition Les Paul, give me a call. Now to finish off, I'll keep this guitar down here. Now to finish off, we've got this beautiful 1960 slab board Telecaster. Obviously one of the very first made, being a slab board with the rosewood neck. And this is in mint condition, what I call mint condition. But the beautiful thing about this guitar, acoustically, it just sounds superb. So, meaning that once we plug this thing in, it's going to have a real twang to it. And the neck feel and the profile is just absolutely beautiful. Anyway, once again, if you're after a vintage guitar and you want to pay world prices for your vintage guitar, I'm Carlo. Just see myself or one of the boys at the shop. If you do have a vintage guitar and you're not sure what it's worth, give us a call. We have valuations on all the guitars, and with over 30 years experience, I'm the man that knows what your guitar's worth. So give me a call. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.